Assalamu alaikum, everyone. This is Professor Parvez, founder and chair of IPRH Bangladesh. Today is our one of the new session of 1200 second. It's a talk show program, and in this program, actually, we are thinking about a person who is actually made himself or herself. And we in this program actually we want to know about her or him, his viewpoint about his career or her career. So today in this program actually we are selecting very much a dedicated educator from this era. And basically, if I tell about something about her, that Quach Thi Nhai, she is an educator, speaker, international researcher from Vietnam, and she has the 18 years of experience of teaching in children, and also she is very much passionate, and she is ready to sharing his knowledge, her knowledge to all around the world, and she is very much dedicated to her work. So without any delay, we are inviting our today's 1200 second guest, Quach Thi Nhai, in our platform. Hello,
Hello, doctor. Hello, everyone. Good
welcome
morning.
to our program, Miss Quoc Thi Nai from Vietnam, and this is our pleasure that you are in our program, and we are very much happy to get you in our show. And now, as the 1200 second show, this show about yourself. We want to know about you, about your career, about your personality, about your thinking, about your perception. So I am just tell you at first that how are you and how do you spend your time these days?
Yeah. Thank you, Professor Dr. Parvez. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Warmly welcome from Vietnam. Um, Thank you so much and invite me to join program today. Um, it is truly a privilege and honor to be part of the 1,200 second lead talk show hosted by IPRH. And I am elected to represent Vietnam and to contribute to this meaningful global dialogue. Um, I present my work revolve around the internet area, language educated, educational literature, and professional speaking. However, beyond the roles, I see my mission more fundamentally in ethics to have learner develop not only linguistic competence, but also the confidence and I can see to express themselves in increasingly interconnected world. Um, because in reality, without language, even the most capable individual can remain unmatched, unseen, ultimately underrepresented. Thank you.
Okay, so in this program, actually, we are asking some question to you, and our first question to you, we want to know that Miss Quoc Thi Nhai, as an educator, as a speaker, as a researcher from Vietnam, as a strong woman, who is your inspiration in your life, and what are the quality for the leaders? If you just share with us, please.
Thank you for the question. That in this profile the questions. Uh, My inspiration does not come from a single individual, but also from collective women who have demonstrated resilience in the face of structural and social challenges, as, as well as educators who have quietly and profoundly transformed the life of their students. Uh, this has shaped my understanding of leadership. Leadership is my view is not positional. It is relational and transformational. A meaningful leader embodies quality of vision, ethical integrity, intellectual rigor, emotional intelligence, and capacity inspire purposeful actions. However, within the content of education, leadership touch on more nuanced meaning. It's not about directing others, but about enabling them to surpass limitations, including those imposed by circumstance, social, or even self-perception. In that sense, a true educational leader does not create followers, but cultivate independent think. Thank you for the question.
Thank you so much for your great answer. And we are actually understand, yes, this is the quality for the leader. If I ask you the next question, that what legislative framework exists that could promote or prevent women's empowerment and gender equality, and what do you believe about them?
Yes, thank you for the question. This is a critical and multi-layer issue. Uh, Globally, we have seen significant progress in the development of legislative framework and promoting gender equality, um, including national gender equality law, inclusive education policies, and international agreements such as CEDAW and the Sustainable Development Goals. However, from both research and practice, I could agree that the primary challenge does not lie in the absence of frameworks, uh, but in the inconsistency of their implementation and internalization. In many content sectoral provision services, which deeply embedded cultural norms that continue to shape expectation of women's role and capacities. Moreover, and often overlooks dimension limitation where individuals can unconsciously adapt restrictive beliefs about their own position. Therefore, true empowerment must attend beyond legal protection. It must involve cognitive, cultural, and educational transformation. Only when policy, practice, and perception align and we achieve meaningful and sustainable gender equality. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Lots of audience with us from all around the world. Dear audience, you were observing our show that is called 1200 Second, and today we have our guest speaker from Vietnam, Miss Quach Thi Nhai. So now I have the next question to you. That is, how do you balance your role as an educator and as a speaker in your life?
So it is the question. Um, Thank you, Professor. I am often asked about balance but I tend to approach in differences rather than viewing my role and separate domains requiring equal distribution, some an integrated ecosystem of knowledge and practice. Um, my research informed inviting by teaching methodologies. My teaching provides real-world validation and continuous feedback. And my speaking allow for the dissemination and application in science. This integration enable comprehension and depth. When one work is guided by its purpose, the question shifts from how do I balance or to how do I align. And alignment in my experience is far more sustainable than balance. This,
Thank you. Thank you so much. We hear about yourself, and our audience is very much happy to see you in this program. They are say thanks good speakers from all around the world. So I have a next question to you, madam. That what advice would you provide to young women who are just beginning their career, and what do you want them to understand about empowerment?
yeah, thank you, sir. My advice to young women, um, allow me to share a brief example from my teaching experience. I once worked with a student who, despite strong academic abilities, remained silent for an extended period due to the fear of making mistakes. Her hesitation was not due to lack of knowledge, but lack of confidence. At one point, I told her, perfection is not a prerequisite sign for participants. Uh, Over time, with consistent encouragement and practice, she transitions from silent to active uh, engagement and eventually to confident public speaking. And am I so happy? Um, this experience reinforces three key principles I want to share. The first, action presenters confident not as a way around. And second, language is a synthesis asset. It expands asset visibility and opportunities. And the third, this replies certain growth, especially in the extent of motivation. Uh, Empowerment, therefore, is not something granted externally, it is constructed internally through competence, constancy, and courage. Thank you. As all my advice is all thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. All of the world actually now observing your speech, and they are sending you very much kinds of greetings from Georgia, from Bangladesh, from India. So thank you, audience. You are joining with us today. Our program is 1200 second, and today our guest is Quach Thi Nhai from Vietnam. She is an international speaker and also the educator or the researcher from Vietnam. So I have another question to you that what challenges actually have you faced as a woman in your field, and how did you overcome them?
Thank you. Thank you for Professor. Um, Like many women in the academy and public assessment, I have I have engagement. I have contented a range of expectation, both explicit and implicit. Um, they include the expectation to excel professionally, to maintain personal balance, and often to do without visible challenges. And over time, I came to recognize that striving for person of neither predictive or productive. Shifted my focus toward building expertise, mentioning consistency, and producing measurable outcomes. In many professional environments, creativity is not authentic and demonstrates over time. Uh, and as that process, resilience becomes not just a response to challenge, but defining characteristics. Is that all? Thank you, Professor. Uh, the
Okay.
question is,
So we are very happy with your valuable answer. And if I ask you one question, that how do you define success in your life? How would you express it?
mm, thank you. Interesting question for you. Uh, my definition of success has evolved over time. Today, I do not associate success with title, position, or eternal recognition. Rather, I define success through impact. When a student develops confidence, when a learner gets autonomy, uh, when an educational space becomes transformative, and success is its most meaningful form in a certain positive influence one had one as a development of other. And for success, thank you.
Thank you so much. You have a brilliant answer actually from your side. But I'm not yet finished. I have more than two or three questions to you. That another question I want to ask you, that how do you see the future of education, and what changes are necessary to make it more inclusive and impactful for women?
Thank you for the question. Um, Weekly education is undergoing a significant transformation. Uh, we are witnessing shift toward personalization of learning, integration of digital technologies. Um, However, beyond the trend, I believe the most critical transition is conceptual, from knowledge transmission to capacity building. Uh, for women in particular, this means ensuring equitable access and creating supportive environment and intentionally fostering participation. Education is one who's based on informing individual. It must empower them to navigate, contribute to, and research their environments. Um, is that all for myself? Thank you.
Okay. And we are almost ended to our program. only one or two question I want to ask you. That before I ask our last question, one of our audience actually want to know about one thing, that what are the qualities of a leader, and it is born or unspecifically, and where women leadership is more active than men. So one of our audience actually want to know about this thing. The main point is here that specifically whether women leadership is more active than men. He actually want to know about. So what's your answer, madam?
Thank you. Um, if may I include which one control message? Uh, Language is not merely is a tool for communication. It is a gateway to opportunity, representation, and influence. And if we are truly committed to advancing women empowerment, we must invest not only education but also in enabling women to confidently use their voice. Because ultimately, when a woman is able to articulate her thought, she does not only transform her own trajectory, she contributes to the transformation to her community and future generations. Thank you. Uh, Thank you, sir. Is that all the message to me?
Thank you, madam. Quach Thi Nhai from Vietnam. And have you the last word, your powerful message to our viewers? If you have any kind of message to our viewers, you can say. We are almost ended to our program from your side.
Thank you and again for insightful conversation, and it has been both a privilege and a meaningful exchange. Thank you, Professor, so much inviting me opportunity to join us talk show today.
So it's our pleasure that you are with us, and with your very busy schedule, you just give us valuable time from Vietnam. It's almost, I think, 11 past of Vietnam time. So I think it's almost late night, come to late night. So thank you so much for being with us, and we hope that in future you will again join in our future program. So from myself, I'm Professor Parvez from IPRS, give you heartful thank.
Thank you so much, Professor, and I come to say goodbye, everyone, and a good night to all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, dear audience, we are almost ended our show. Today, our speaker from Vietnam, she actually expressed some specific question from her life, from her perception, from her viewpoint. And this show is actually created only to understand the powerful message from all around the world, those who are already being successful man or woman in their career, in their profession, in their life. So if you are think that you are being a successful man or woman in your career, in your profession, in your life, feel free. You just contact with me, contact through IPRS, contact to my email, to my Facebook, to my messenger. You just tell me that you want to come in my show, that is 1200 second, and I will inviting you in this show. So thank you so much. Today we understand about the viewpoint from Miss Quach Thi Nhai from Vietnam, and we hope that in future we will again invite some of our valuable person all around the world. Till then, I, Professor Parvez, Chair of IPRH, say bye bye. Be happy, be healthy, and always think that you are a powerful man or woman in your life and you are number one. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.